God has blessed us with a brand new Spider-Man game, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Where's the suit?
I just really do not feel like putting it on. The greatest football team in the history of football just played today. I just want to rock the jersey.
Well, why the hell not?
Because I don't want to put it on. I put it on like 5 times already. What do you want from me?
Put the suit on.
You're not gonna make me.
Put on the suit.
Come on! Fuck!
It's the rap Diablo, macho when I drop flows. The bar gets raised up, it's me and Petey Pablo. Colder than Gazpacho, colder than the mono. Rapping head honcho, rocking shows like I was Bono. I go.
Guys, Marvel Spider-Man is made by Insomniac Studios, who made games like Ratchet and Clank and Spyro and Sunset Overdrive. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this game right here is a Game of the Year contender. No bullshit, it is so good. Let's talk about Spider-Man games for a second. I think there may be like 7 or 8 of them or something like that, and we only have 4 good ones. One of them, I believe, on like the PlayStation 1 a real long time ago, that was fantastic. Spider-Man 2, which is the pinnacle of what a Spider-Man game should be. Web of Shadows is pretty good, but I will tell you the voice actor in that game for Spider-Man is absolute trash. Oh my god, his voice is annoying.
Mary Jane, look at me when I talk to you.
Peter?
Mary Jane. Thank God.
And now we have this absolute masterpiece. This just set the bar for what superhero games should be. Like, this is on an Arkham City level. This is just, it is so high up there. The thing that sets this Spider-Man game apart from the other Spider-Man games is that they actually put money into this shit. They actually gave this a pretty big budget for them to actually just be like, hey, make a fantastic video game. And that's exactly what they did. The swinging, oh my god. I have never felt more like Spider-Man since Spider-Man 2 came out. Like, it is just absolutely fantastic. Like, I have no idea why in other Spider-Man games they think it's okay to just have random webs just go up into the sky and not attach to buildings. Like, it's the stupidest shit. It's one of the many things that made Spider-Man 2 such a great game, and then after that they're just like, yeah, fuck it, it doesn't matter, whatever. But in this one they're like, yeah, it matters, and it makes the whole physics of the swinging feel so real. Like when you're running up buildings and you just hop across the street and you're just swinging, you see your webs attached to like helicopters and trains and shit. It is so good. It is so good. And then on top of that, there's an upgrade that you can do if you press triangle and circle and then spin that joystick around. You can just do tricks in the air. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. And another great thing about the swinging too is that it's just so fluid. Like, by the time you get the controls down, like maybe like an hour and a half in, and you get your upgrades to, you know, boost off of buildings and shit, you actually feel like Spider-Man by the end of the game. You're just like, oh my god, I am killing this shit. There was a couple times when I was playing and, you know, I'm like swinging through an alley, I get like real close to the ground, then I run up a building, and if you press X at the top of the building, he like shoots himself over it, and if you're running on a wall, he'll like shoot a web and he'll fly around the corner and stuff. Like, oh my god, like the swinging has never been better in any Spider-Man game ever. And not only is the swinging the best that I've ever seen it, but the combat in this game is just absolutely disgusting. Now, is it a big ripoff of the Arkham games? Yeah, it really is. You're pretty much just doing square, square, square till you see something pop up and then you counter, and that's pretty much it. But the combos and the finishing moves are just so good every single time. Like, it slows down and you're doing your finisher, you're just like, I am killing these niggas. One thing I will say about the combat though is that I really do wish it was a little bit more challenging, because I played it on the hardest difficulty and I did not have any challenge past the 6-hour mark, like at all. Another thing with the combat too is that I really wish that they would have made it a little bit easier to use your gadgets in the middle of combat. Like in the Arkham games, like you'll be in the middle of whooping ass, you know, square, 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 and then you'll press like L2 and triangle and you'll like grapple hook a nigga across the room. Or you'll press like L2 and square and you could like batarang a nigga or something like that. But there was like nothing like that in this game. Like, you have to press L1 and then everything slows down. You gotta pick your gadget, and then you can only use it like 2 or 3 times depending on how many times you've upgraded it. And so with that being said, I didn't really get to use the gadgets at all, because when I'm in the middle of ass kicking, I'm not trying to just slow time down just so I could pick a random web for me to use twice. Like, I'm just in the middle of ass kicking it. So I really wish that they could have tied that in to the combat a little bit better. But aside from that, the combat is just absolutely fantastic. Like, you'll go into these little bases where you could just, there's waves of people that just come in and you'll just be whooping ass for like 5 minutes straight. I got like a 72 hit combo right before I started recording this, and I was like, I am smacking these niggas. Another great thing about this game is the main story. Like, I got to the end of the story, and when what happened, I damn near shed a tear, because I did not think this game had the balls to pull something like that. And what I think is funny is that I don't even think that you find yourself that invested into the characters until what happens actually happens, and you're just like, oh shit. This is kind of sad. But my favorite character in this game is Dr. Otto Octavius. Normally I would say Dr. Octopus, but he's not quite there yet in the game. You know, they're building up to it, and it's kind of the saddest shit to watch. Like at the beginning of the game, he plays Peter's mentor in the game. So, you know, they're doing science projects together, and, you know, they're really getting along, they're bonding, they're telling jokes and stuff, and he's just genuinely happy. But we start getting down this Dr. Octopus road, and it's just like, it's so sad. You're literally watching a man get crippled by his own genius, and it is, oh my god. And just the main theme of the game of whether or not you let your past define who you are, it just worked so well. Guys, this is a damn near perfect game. Like, you literally cannot ask for anything more out of a Spider-Man game. I could ask for a little bit better combat, but other than that, that is my only complaint. The graphics are amazing, the story is amazing, the combat is kind of top of the notch, but it's good enough. So like I said, it is an all-around great game. It is for sure an A, for sure. The only reason it's not an A+, it's just the combat, man. I just wish it was a little bit harder. Like, there's no reason I should be playing on the hardest difficulty, just not even sweating. And one last thing that I will say, if you do beat this game, stick around for after the credits, because this next game is gonna be stupid. Alright guys, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the shits. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I don't know what it's all about. Running through too many thoughts to count.
That's way better.
Still ain't adding up. I'll let you know when I had enough. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Well, I put some money on forever, but hey.